It's big time!
Who is Randy? Don't bring anyone's mother into this.
Your mama in the fucking stands!
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pashitsky.
welcome to your mom's house.
Oh boy! Oh no, I did
Who is
it.
Randy? Don't bring anyone's.
Ha ha ha. One mistake already. Josh Potter here for Behind the Jeans again. What a special, glorious day it is, as it is every Wednesday, really. 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. We go live. Many can watch. The poors can watch. The fats can watch. But only the members can be here in the stink portal, in the chat. And we've got so many already. So excited to see everybody here for a special day because they want to get their questions into Tony Johns, who's going to be joining us in a little bit. Of course, he was on Your Mom's House today. Hopefully you've seen it. He was on by phone today. We have him on. We'll see him on the screen. Still the Ratchet Yoga. Shut up, all right, Spacehead. Listen, the new year is coming. This is the last. That's some housekeeping I want to bring up before we get to Tony Johns. Hopefully you watched, by the way, him on Your Mom's House. We caught up with him a little bit, and we're going to catch up even more. So let your questions be heard in the stink portal. But yes, okay, Spacehead, I get it, the fucking laptop, whatever. Amber Oakley, I hope Josh warned this guy about us. Well, I think he knows. I think Tony Johns knows, and we're only here to support and love Tony Johns. And by the way, like I said, some housekeeping things to get to. behindthejeansshow@gmail.com. That's where you can always let us know what you want to hear, who you want to see, if there's anything in the vault, whatever the case may be outside the time we're on the air. This is how you get a hold of us. behindthejeansshow@gmail.com. This is my website, thejoshpotter.com. If you want to come see me live in 2025, going to get some dates posted up there very, very soon. And you can always go there and let me know where you want me to go in 2025. Also, you can go there and watch my podcast, The Josh Potter Show, which comes out every Wednesday at 6 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. So go check that out. Bunch of solo eps, some great guests recently. Ooh, we got a super chat. Ashley, I won't say her full name because she gets freaked out when I do that. Roach Daddy, do you get money from the memberships or is it only super chats? I don't know. I do believe I get both. I haven't. It's not like I've gone for wanting. I just want to continue doing the show, and I appreciate the memberships, the super chats, all of it indeed. Woo! Indeed, woo, baby. That is Tommy fucking Noble. And, so just a couple of things to mention before we get into the episode today. This will be the last episode of the year from here, inside the Roach satellite studio in Los Angeles. That is because next week I will be back in Austin. Now, it was a disaster last time, don't get me wrong, but I do believe Ennie was so fucking mad at himself that this next go-around will be tip-top shape. So you won't have, this is the last episode, hopefully ever, that you'll have to put up with the laptop. Because then we're going to take some time off for the holidays, and when we come back, bambity boobity bobbity bop. Some upgrades hopefully coming to the satellite studio inside the Roach Motel. So I wanted to let you know that. All right, since you brought up the laptop, Spacehead. Oh, come on, Shane McCarthy, how about you suck my ass? How's that sound? Too much sports. Get out of here, pal. That's just something I deal with on a regular basis. But hopefully today you caught Tony Johns on Your Mom's House. I thought we'd bring him on to follow up on a couple things, and I'm very excited that he is here today. Oh boy, I know he's back there. What's up, buddy? Are you there? Is he listening? I did tell him 3:15. This is earlier. Oh, there he is. What's up, my
going
boy?
on?
Oh,
What
dude,
up?
we hear him and everything. Look at that. We get his face this time. That's what's up, dude. You have any issues, or you got in nice and smooth?
Nice and smooth, man. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, we're so stoked that you're on the show. And I wanted to ask you some things that maybe Tom and Christina didn't ask. I'm more curious about like when you were making the videos back in, I don't know, 2017, 2018. Were you aware of when Tom and Christina found you on your mom's house and started talking about you?
To be honest, no. I was out west then. One of my good buddies, actually hit me up. Can I say his name on live?
You sure can, whatever you want. I mean, you don't have to dox your
Oh,
pal, but
thanks.
yeah,
No,
give him a shout
no,
out,
he
dude.
really helped. Yeah, no, I love him. His name's John Ives. He's out in Watertown, New York. He's a real one. You know, he really helped me out. He's like, yo, Tone, like check out these guys, man. Like these guys are, they're trying to help you out. You know, trying to get you to gain followers, and they're trying to just like I don't know, they're trying to help you out. So I was pretty shocked. And that's when I first discovered you guys. I think it was back in like 2017, 2018.
Yeah,
But yeah, I just wanted to say, like I appreciate you guys and my buddy, Johnny Cash. I mean, he's a man, John Ives out in Watertown. I mean, I love that man. And
hell
he
yeah.
is a true friend. I'm serious, man. Like he's a true friend. Like I was shocked, man. Like, dude,
That's great.
yeah, yo, man, when I first saw it on like YouTube, I was like loving it, man, because I love to make people laugh and I just want people to have a good time, like I love comedy, man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, and we were laughing a lot. I mean, I'll tell you that when we first came across your stuff, it
Oh
was
yeah,
hilarious
oh
and
yeah,
wild.
yes
And
sir.
I know you were going through a rougher time
Yeah.
back then. But did you know how funny it was at the time, or were you just like living your life? Like, were you just existing as Tony Johns on your feed, or was this like, I know this is going to be funny?
To be honest, man, like I mean, I was just kind of living it up, just kind of strip clubs, just doing like funny videos here and there. I never thought it would take off like this, though. To be honest, I never thought in a million years, man.
Yeah, I mean it is. It's been probably a wild ride, and we heard about. Obviously we all listened to the conversation you had with Tom and Christina, where you mentioned you've gone out east now and cleaned things up a little bit. Or is that where you are, Watertown? I'm from Buffalo, New York, originally, so I know that area, at least the upstate area, a little bit better than most, I would say. So I was curious what you're getting into up there, or what part of upstate New York you're in.
Auburn, New York, right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, Auburn, New York. I love it out here, man. I got me a little pad down here in downtown. It's nice, small town. There's like maybe 30,000, 28,000 people.
Hell yeah. And you
So
mentioned you're working at Lowe's now, and I saw some of your
ah,
Instagram. That's cool. I mean, hey dude,
oh man,
what are you doing out at
no,
Lowe's? I think Lowe's is a sweet place to
partner.
work, dude. You can meet a lot of
Man,
chicks there.
ah man, dude, they canned me Friday.
No. Why did they do that?
Oh
What
yes,
happened?
sir.
Breaking
So it's
news
kind of
here on
wild, man.
Behind the Jeans. What happened? Tell us.
Man. Well, dude, I was there for like 3 years, man, and new management came in, and they just, I think they had enough of me, man, and they just said, "Hey, I wish you the best." They claimed it was for attendance, but like it's iffy, man. I don't think, I don't know, man. It's just real iffy. Like,
Yeah, that's splitting hairs if you ask me, I say. You ever think
cause
about?
yo,
I know
check,
there's probably a Home Depot in town. You could just go. You got expertise now. You got experience. There's got to be a
yeah,
Home
yeah.
Depot.
Oh heck yeah, it's right up the road, man. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I'd start there before is hardware something that you have experience in, or is it something that you just were like, this is a place hiring. I'm gonna go there, or do you have like a idea of like something you'd want to do other than the hardware business?
To be honest, man, I had no experience. I just went in there because I needed money and I needed a job, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But I really did. I really started liking retail and I loved Lowe's, and but for future, man, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like my dream someday is to have like a thrift store, man. I love thrifting, man.
Hell yeah, that's cool. And I'm sure you can do like if you want to dip your toe into something like that, if you enjoy thrifting already, I'm sure you've thought of this,
Oh yeah.
but you could have an online sort of situation to start before you get your own brick and mortar kind of thing going, you know?
Mhm.
I
But
think that could work
yeah,
out.
man. Thanks, man.
Heather wants to know, should we start beef with Lowe's? We got to get on the anti-Lowe's train.
Oh no, no, man, no, no,
We'll make Lowe's regret this. We can do that.
no, 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 man, no.
Well, before we get to some of the chatters questions here, because everyone probably has so many questions, and they've been wanting to, reach out and talk to you, for years now, because we've been playing your videos forever. I wanted to ask you about
Yeah.
one of my favorite videos of yours, and maybe you can give me the behind the scenes scoop on this guy. This is one of my favorites, and I have a theory on it that I'll pose to you after we watch it here.
You know what, Katie? I'm flaming gay. You were a cover up this whole time. We are out of here. I'm actually gay, baby. So you know what? On to the next. I'm gonna go on a date with a hot ass guy tonight. 'Cause you know what? This whole time, Katie, you were a
No.
cover up, baby. We are out of here. Cover up, Katie, 'cause I'm gay.
That video I see, and this is what I gleaned from this video, is that Katie broke your heart or broke up with you, and this was your way of getting back at her, being like, I don't even like chicks. Look at that. This whole time you were a cover up. Was that what
Yes,
you were
sir.
trying
Yep,
to get there? All right. Did it work?
To be honest, yes. No, because I love that girl so much, man. Like I fell way too hard, way too quick, man.
Been there, dude.
But it's like I really did, man. I love that girl, man. But it's like that was when I was 22, 21. We dated, and it's in the past now. But I do think back on it now, and I'm just like, wow, like like I had some amazing times with Katie, and it's times I'll
Sure.
never forget, and I just kind of leave all that in the past. But every now and then, a thought will come up, and I'll laugh, like damn, like we really did this, we did that. It was just wild, it was just a really good time, and I didn't want to like lose her, man. So I was trying everything I could just to get her back, back into my life because she really was my first love, man. And ever since then, dude, like I still have not had a girlfriend. Like I've gone on dates, but I haven't been in like a relationship.
I hear that, dude. I've had plenty of women that sent me ruminating and made me want to post some wild shit, lots of times that's happened. That's a very relatable thing. And actually, Amber Oakley in the chat, she goes, here's a question for Tony. She asked, who's Katie? I think you explained pretty well, but she also asked, who's Randy? No idea? That's a question we often ask here in the Your Mom's House world. Who is Randy? Well, Skylar Martin had a question and says, Tony, what's the best place in Utah to get fully tocked? That means, like, was there a place that you would go to? Did you have a favorite bar when you were tying one on, when you were doing the Bud Lights and the whiskeys? Did you have your own, like, spot in Utah?
Yeah, I did, man. I mostly like, gentlemen's clubs,
Hell yeah.
out west.
Are
I
they
really
fully
did, man. Like,
nude in Utah? Do they get fully nude? Or do they have to,
No,
because when they have
no.
beer in there, they got to do the tassels. And oftentimes, as a blind
Yeah.
man, I don't even notice those little, like, stickies on there. I go, that could be a nipple for all I know,
Yeah, no, they're in, thongs, G-strings, nipple tassels, and
Hell
so-
yeah. Did you have a favorite lady? Do you recall? Like, you probably obviously don't know her real name, but, there could have been a particular woman working at the Gentleman's Club that you recall from back in that time. Give her a shout out.
To be honest, man, it was my ex-girlfriend. Katie.
Damn. Okay, look at that. So
Yes.
you got her off the
Yes.
stage. Were you trying to
Yes.
save her, or were you like into the fact that she was a stripper? Because I've dated a stripper in my life, a couple of them, 2 or 3, and I always enjoyed the fact that they were strippers.
Yeah, to be honest, man, like it's kind of weird, man. Like I saw the potential in this girl, and it's like, I don't know, dude. Like all the times we had together, like at the end of our relationship, I think I was morely trying to get her out of like stripping, and
Yeah.
and more like like more into my life.
Sure. Captain
but,
Save a Ho.
you know,
It's a
I-
common thing.
But dude, I liked her so much, dude. I mean, she was like, to be honest, man, she was like amazing. Like the way she kissed me, the way she hugged me, the way she made me feel, man, was just beautiful, man. Like I've never really felt that way before.
Hell yeah, dude. And I get that. And does she now I don't know if you still have contact with her or anything, but has she moved on from that profession, or is she still out there in Utah dancing the night away?
To be honest, I have not talked to her in probably 7 years now.
Damn, but you cleaned up your life, so I mean, it would be maybe it's a time to maybe reach out or see if and if that's unless that's detrimental to your sobriety. I don't want that to happen, but if I mean, who knows? Maybe you'll cross paths again. Is all I'm saying. You never know in this small world. Queers for getting stoned in Gaza says, Tony, when Mike fired you from Lowe's, did you say "woo, we up out of here"?
Nah, dude, I was shocked, man. Dude, I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't. To be honest, I do have a soft heart. Like things I'm passionate about. Is like my work. And I was very, very passionate about my job, and I'll be straight. I kind of shed a little tear in front of Mike just because I was just the emotions. I was so just like. Like it's close to Christmas.
Yeah, of
I don't
course.
know how
What
I'm going to pay my
terrible
rent.
time. Yeah, that's awful of them to leave you to do this before Christmas. I mean, that's craziness. That's like corporate soullessness that really lights a fire in my stomach. I'm not talking Luigi Mangione here, but I get upset at those types of stories. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to bring up other issues in the world at the moment, but this is the type of corporate greed that gets people Mangioning themselves, Luigi style out there. I mean, this is wild. Now, Don't Trip had a question. First of all, I want to say thanks to Queers for getting stoned in Gaza for being a member for 6 months. And he says, hey, Tony John's ladies, man, of course. Don't Trip, though, wants to know, do you still own the Borat onesie? I don't know if you remember this particular situation here. Because I have questions about this video, too. Do you still got that thing out there?
Man.
That thing is what? Dude, you look fucking yoked in this picture, though.
So it's kind of wild. I borrowed that off of a buddy.
No, so like your friend had that thing up his ass, too?
No, it's brand new.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, I was like 22, and we had a couple drinks, and we were just trying to just have fun and just laugh and just have a good night. And my buddy was like, yo, Tony, like, check this out. I got this. So he's like, can you let's go have some fun tonight. And pulled it out the box, and I was like, fuck it, I'll put it on. Let's go have some fun. I don't know. And that's
so when you were doing
just nuts, man.
I don't know if you remember this particular video. I mean, we can watch it real quick here. It's only a couple seconds long, but I have questions about this.
You ordered the male stripper?
You ordered the male stripper.
Man.
So now, is this do you know somebody who lives in this building, or were you guys just going to a random place to fuck around with people?
We're just going random, dude.
Yeah, that's what I wondered. I was like, I thought maybe you were getting the wrong house. Like you were going to a party because you had a case of beer. It looked like you were going to a party. I thought you were just hitting the wrong house every time.
No, man, no, it was all random. And dude, we were young and dumb, man. We were just trying to have fun.
Hell yeah, no, of course.
Oh, dude, yeah.
But I didn't know if because you got that case of beer. Were you anticipating, what if somebody does want to party, and then I've got the beer here for them?
Oh yeah, we would have partied.
Let's watch the rest of it here, because you go to a couple different spots. It's this one. It's this one.
I think it's upstairs.
Yeah.
So your friends that are filming are in on this too, right?
Oh fuck yeah, we all are.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's right here. It's right here.
Yeah, you ordered the male stripper?
What house is it at?
So this guy just a random dude that came outside, right?
Yeah,
or you don't know this guy at all?
I've never seen that man ever in my whole life.
And he scared you off. He made you guys get the hell out of there. There you go.
Oh man.
You guys should be sponsored by Bud Light. I mean, look at that. Like your buddy's got his shirt on and everything. That's fucking
Oh yeah.
awesome.
Man.
Oh, so yes, thank you for that question there. Don't trip. Not a pubic hair in sight, says Corey Sanchez. That's true. Is this something that you are blessed with? You're just blessed being clean shaven, or did you prepare for wearing the Borat onesie that night? A little manscape
No,
action.
no, it's pretty wild, man. I always shave. It's weird. Like like my can I say this? Like my ass and my
Yes, of course.
my chest and my balls, and I'll shave my thighs too, but the rest of my legs I won't shave.
That's diligence, because I'll tell you, I'm a hairy man, and that is a war that I will lose if I was trying to shave everything. I wouldn't be able to do anything else with my life. I'd be shaving my ass all day long. You know what I mean? I would be.
Yeah.
I'd have to go back and do it again twice a day. I mean, to get the clean look you have there, it would be a nightmare for me. I'd be in that bathroom for hours. I'll tell you
Yeah.
what. Spacehead wants to know if you still know where the 3¼ inch deck screws are at Lowe's. Could you pop off the things in the aisles, like if you still work there? I'm just trying to build up your resume for maybe a Home Depot or
Oh,
something.
oh, fuck yeah! It's aisle 16, bay. I think fucking 20. I think.
Let's go, Bay 20, dude. Go get them at Spacehead. Go check that out. Che McCarthy wants to
Uh,
know: Are you a Mormon fella? Because you were in Utah, and I know you said you were adopted and had moved out there with your adoptive parents. Were they Mormon? And put that on your ass?
to be honest with you, man, when I was younger, when I was like, I think it was like 5 to 10, I always like went. I was always like in church, growing up when I was younger. But the older I got, like I don't know, like we all just kind of stopped going to church. I mean, um,
That'll happen.
my yeah, my dad that adopted me out west, me and him stopped going to church, but my mom, she would still go to church. I was never forced to go to church, but like I don't know, every now and then I would go. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. All right. Have you seen, by the way, all of the people that we've highlighted on your mom's house over the years? Many of them, a select handful, I should say, have been honored with a painting in the studio. Have you seen the painting of you in the studio?
Yeah, John Ives sent me a screenshot of the painting. I
Oh
couldn't
yeah.
believe it. I'm like, whoa, it's beautiful, man. Seriously, I love it.
So there you go, Che
Yo.
McCarthy. He loves it. Check that out. And another don't trip is, I mean, everyone wants to know about the Mormon thing. Mormon things are, I mean, I've been to Salt Lake a couple of times, and you bring up the Mormon thing. It's very like hush hush out there. It's very like weird. I find it, but maybe that's just because I
Yes.
didn't grow up in it.
You know what? That's why I miss out west, man, because like the church actually kept the state very, very safe, man. Very
Sure.
safe. I
Well, now
mean,
you're up
dude,
in
like
upstate New York. I know the difference. Have you dealt with?
yeah,
I mean, you're used to snow, but now you're getting more. I would imagine the winters are a bit harsher.
um yeah, it's so, man. I mean, out west, Utah, it snows. We got all the ski resorts and stuff up there. But it's this year hasn't been too bad, man. I mean, it's cold as fuck, but I mean, it's not that bad.
All right, that's good to know. I mean, it's a little bit left to go there, but now many of your videos you discussed about doing community service, getting the DUI. I got a DUI in my youth, the same around the same age as you did.
Jeez.
I did,
Yeah,
but I
man.
didn't. I was more like I got a DUI. I was very sad about it. You know what I'm saying? Was this
Yeah.
a like an effort to make people maybe not follow in your footsteps, so to speak? Sort of like a PSA, like they do on the television when you have like a celebrity from Friday night television come on and be like, "Hey, drinking and driving's bad." Was that what you were attempting to do with these ones?
To be honest, yeah, I was trying to like let like people that were following me back then and like like watch my videos to let them know like this is bad. Like you'll end up doing community service, and
Right.
it'd be hard to get your like I don't have a license right now. So it's just like I was just trying to have like a wake up call, like, hey, this is terrible. Like don't do what I did,
Sure.
trying to, and I don't know, like, I mean that night that I did, like that happened, like I was really like upset and frustrated because I was actually going to Katie's house to help her pack up to go to Hawaii. And from what I understand is, dude, she had me a ticket to go to Hawaii with her. So,
Damn.
dude, oh fuck, man, I'm literally, dude, leaving my driveway, going down the road, and I get lit up, and I'm like, oh my, jeez, partner,
Where were
man, I
you?
could lit it.
Where were you drinking beforehand? Just at your house or whatever? You didn't expect that you were like, oh shit, now I
Well,
got to go to Hawaii.
yeah, no, so I had a whole bunch of beers in my back seat, which was crazy. I had a Cadillac, and I had a whole bunch of open containers. It was just the whole scene was crazy. Um, and it was just nuts, man. I feel so bad, but it's I was young and dumb, and I
Yeah,
and
of
I try
course.
to
It's in the
I
past.
learn I learned from my mistakes. I really did.
Hell yeah, dude. And yeah, looking back, I mean, sort of thing. I mean, like I said, I did the same thing, and it was regrettable. I had guilt. I still have a little bit of shed of it in my system. But you move up, you move onward, you move upward. But it is crazy that the things kind of all stem back to Katie at the end of the day. It is. I mean, that's just something that we like to shed light on here at Behind the Jeans, so we can get the backstory on everything. Let's see if there's. I mean, because this is honestly like you created some gems whilst in this moment of turmoil. People walk around quoting you on the daily, I would imagine, and I know there are some in here. Let's watch it.
Anyways, I just want to say, if you guys see me up on the freeway picking up trash and all this bullshit, feel free to honk your horn.
What was that like? What was that like? Because I've seen people doing that. Is it truly awful, or were you doing it and you go, "This isn't so bad, actually"?
To be honest, it really wasn't that bad.
How much trash could there be on the side of the road?
To be honest, not a lot. I was just going like around my neighborhood and like, because I first I thought I was gonna be on the freeways doing trash, but what I did is I just went around the neighborhood, and like the other local neighborhoods and just picking up trash, trying to like, make it look better than just trying to like do something for the community just to, help them out and just say, hey, I'm sorry, I messed up.
Sure.
I did. I get it. I had a DUI, and I'm willing to, work
That's
community
actually a very
service.
that's an enlightened point that you make, that it's more of like a community, whilst doing the community service, it's more of a like outward showing of, hey, I fucked up, I'm here to serve my penance, and I'm ready to enter the community again. That's interesting. Never quite
Yeah.
had it posed that way. That's very interesting indeed. Corey Sanchez wants to know, are you still tanning?
No, no, man. I stopped a while back, dude. Probably when I was 23, 24.
What made you stop? Was it just too much to keep maintaining?
To be honest, man, it's too expensive.
I bet, dude. I mean, I remember my mom and dad used to do that on the regular, and my dad would just be like in that tanning room. We go to like whatever they called it. That I forget the name of the fucking chain that he'd go to. But yeah, they were doing it all the time. And I remember my mom was like, "We got to stop spending money on this." I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Why you guys have to look like you're, you know. What was I mean, it was probably just the times, right? You were like, this is the look, this is the nightclub look, girls were
Yeah, yep, yep.
responding. Hell
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Well, dude,
But
it's weird too, man, because it's like when I went tanning, man, I always wear my boxers because Katie liked my tan line, so I would wear my boxers just to like, turn her on.
wild. And you didn't do the spray
Isn't
tan, you
that
did the
crazy?
full on, you did the bed, right? The whole,
Well, it's crazy. I did both of them. I would do like the bed, and then I would get a spray. Yeah, so
that's wild. Was that recommended by anybody, or were you just like, I'm going to double down, I'm going to do both of them?
I just kind of was just like, fuck it, I'll do both of them, just so I could get an actual darker color. Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. That's funny. And so, how many boxers did you ruin keeping that tan line with that spray tan thing? Or did you have a set pair? You just go, this is my tanning boxers.
Yes, yep. So I had like two or three pairs that I would take, and once they were so destroyed, I would just throw them away and just go to somewhere else and get new ones. So.
Yeah, it's like having those, like a pair of shoes that you mow the lawn with, or like, these are my painting. This is my painting jeans here,
Yeah, man.
Awesome, dude. Che McCarthy has another question. He says, "Did you end up getting any STDs from those party days?" But it sounds like to me you weren't promiscuous. You were wrapped up in one woman. So I mean, I wouldn't imagine you were, unless you were having some crazy like on the side stuff going on too. That would have been fun too.
You know what's crazy, man, is like, dude, like, I was so shocked. I mean, these things right here literally probably saved my life. Like,
Oh, you just got a
I
condom
never,
on your ass. That's
ever,
great.
yes, in my wallet. Yes, I've never caught an STD. Thank God, I've never had.
Thank God, right? That would be a whole nother
Yes.
line of videos about warning the public, right? I mean, got an STD.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been a couple of good Instagram reels
Oh,
right there. It's cool that you
no,
got that
I
condom on deck,
yeah,
though. You just have one on deck all the time?
thanks. Yeah, so like the only girl I've never used a condom with was Katie. And she, other than that, dude, all the other girls, man, I've always wrapped up, just because I can't afford a kid. I would love a son. I really would. Like, I want a son so bad, man, but I can't afford one. And I just don't want any STDs, man.
Hey, dude. I mean, hey, you had that thing just right there, though. That was what my favorite part was, and it's always at the
In my
ready.
pocket, yeah.
Do you swap it out if you got one in your pocket for too long? I mean, I don't really know the expiration on a condom. I'd imagine those things some of them, now that they're making them nicer, they could probably last through a nuclear war. These things.
Oh yes, dude. Dude, they yeah, I think they last like 2 or 3 years, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to check I think this one is like 2028, if I can remember, right? Let me check.
Damn! Wow, they really go for a
Yeah.
while, huh?
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
you
Let me
can
double
that one
check.
looks like pretty fresh, actually. Have you gone through many condoms out there in
Oh
upstate New
fuck.
York?
This one's 2029.
Damn.
Damn, that's pretty
Well,
wild, dude. Like, check it out.
hopefully you crack it open well before 2029, though. I mean,
Oh yes,
golly,
sir.
that
Oh
would
yes,
be.
sir.
I
Oh
mean, have you
man.
gone through how's the upstate New York treating you out there as far as the condom use goes? Have you been using a
uh,
few here and there?
a couple girls. I'll be honest. So
Okay, that's what's up. All right, upstate New York's where it's at when it comes to, I mean, because it gets cold and they want us,
yeah.
cuff up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
sir.
keep
Yes,
your
sir.
eyes
Yep.
peeled, dude. Keep your eyes peeled.
Thanks, man.
Now, obviously the Lowe's thing, that's a bit of a speed bump, but coming up in the future here, what can we look forward to on the Instagram at the very least?
I like, taking photos and, doing, I don't know, just trying to make people laugh and just trying to just make people like, just like love themselves and I just want to make people feel happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, there's like, I don't know, man. Like, nowadays, I don't think people can really take a joke, right? Like, I think a lot of
Sure.
people get offended easily. So it's like, I don't know, man. I just want to make people happy and just show them a good time and do a couple videos here and there, maybe a couple selfies. But for the long run, dude, I really do, man. I wanna get back working and hopefully find Miss Johns, man. I'm hoping.
Yeah, for sure. Now, you mentioned the working thing. Any like what's like a dream scenario for you to to be working out there? Like, you got anything in mind that you would where
uh,
you'd want to work out there? Any like maybe another hardware store, or even like, I don't know, a restaurant or something like that? Anything that you're just like, I'd love to do this.
um, to be honest, probably retail. I really like working retail, even though they don't really pay a lot. I like it, man.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch out there that you could get into. And I'm going to put your Venmo on the screen if you don't mind. If there's anyone out there that wants to send Tony Johns a little appreciation for all the laughs that he's given us over the years, I'm sure he'd greatly appreciate it with the holidays coming up and, with the whole Lowe's situation, which angers me, quite frankly. It angers me, the Lowe's situation. I'm going to
Yo,
remember
me
that
too,
next
man.
time I'm buying something.
Cause yo, I still got my Lowe's hat, man. Like, isn't that wild?
Damn, dude.
Dude,
Holding on to
I
that.
was a worker, man. I was a worker. I loved to work, man, and I loved all my coworkers, man. And it's like, yikes, man. Like they did me wrong, man. And it's in the past now. I don't really like. I try not to like live in the past. I try to live in the future.
Of course, onward and
Um,
upward, just because Lowe's didn't get it, just because their, corporate greed took the best of them. It's time to move forward. And like you said, maybe something in retail. Maybe it'll be a blessing at the end of the day. Timo wants to know, did you ever wear stencils when you tan? Because that was a thing I remember seeing.
Stencils.
Yeah, they would be like, you could do like Playboy bunny girls do that kind of shit on their ass
Oh
or
fuck
whatever.
yeah, man! No! Oh fuck yeah! Yes, I did, man. Yes, I would. They would have like kissy stencils or Playboy stencils.
Yes.
Oh yeah, dude. I would put them on my ass or on my legs or on my chest. Dude, my like Katie loved it, man. She was just up. I don't know, man. Like dude. Like I don't know. It was pretty wild, man. Cause like she was really kinky. I was really kinky. Like we were both, I think, just very sexually attracted to both of each other, and she even said that one time, and I said that one time too, and it's,
That's wild.
but
What
yeah,
kind of like, what was not again because we are in the spirit of onward and upward. I don't want to drudge up any
yeah, no, you're good.
painful memories, perhaps, but what was maybe the most salacious incident with Katie? I'm not saying you have to kiss and tell or anything like that. But was there any sort of like one memory, a weekend, a night where you're like, holy shit, that was the best time of our relationship?
Oh yeah, I'll be straight up, man. This is pretty fucking wild. So the second date we went on, we pulled into the parking lot, and there was a bum that came into my door. We pulled into a local bar on State Street, and we just barely pulled in the parking lot. I had a nice Cadillac, it's a beautiful car, nice clothes, and the bum was knocking on my window. So I rolled down the window and I asked him, "Hey, how can I help you?" And he's like, "Hey, man, you got any change? You got any money?" And I said, "No, man, I got this chain I can give you though." So I
Damn.
ended up giving him I ended up giving him a gold chain. And he left. He said, "Thank you." I said, "Yeah, man, go pawn it. Go get yourself some money." They ended up leaving, and I roll up the window, and Katie is like, "Yo, Tony, that was the most nicest thing like I've ever seen anybody do." And she was very shocked. And
Damn. Now,
after that,
can I
man,
ask you this?
yes.
Were you like, this is gonna make her wet when I do this? Was that the
100%.
motive, or are
Yes.
you just that benevolent?
I mean, to be honest, it was 50-50. I felt bad for the
Okay.
guy, but I wanted to turn on this girl because this is our
Hell yeah.
second date. We're in the bar parking lot, but dude, check it out, man. It was wild. So she takes off her shirt and she grabs my head and she stuffs my face in her boobs dude, I put my fucking Cadillac in reverse and I start cruising, man. I start cruising, dude. She rips off my pants. We're on the highway, dude. I'm having a hard time even driving my Cadillac because,
I
dude,
bet.
oh, dude, it was amazing, man. Like, dude, she's sloppy. Oh, dude, it was nuts, man. Like,
Hell yeah,
she's
dude.
like, dude, it was amazing. Like, dude, the memories I had with that girl were amazing and unreal, dude. Like, she was beautiful. I'm beautiful, and it's like, I
That's
don't know,
what's
man.
up.
Like, she's just, yeah, man.
Well, dude, you're gonna meet another Katie. I'm telling you, upstate New York's got plenty of women up there. Maybe you get into the retail game, like you said, and there's always chicks working in retail too. You know what I mean? So you're gonna find one up there. I know it. Seems like you're on the right path, and everybody's loving you in the chat. Chubby Blunt says you rock, and we're all happy that things have turned out, for the best. And I know you're still working at it, but seems like things are going okay, and you're on the right path. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man. Yes, sir. Yeah, I learned from my past and I learned from my mistakes, and it's just, you just keep it moving, man. Just, keep it rolling, keep it moving, keep your head up, and, just stay positive.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, man. I appreciate you coming on, and let us know if you need anything. All right?
Thank you, man. I really appreciate, I appreciate you, man.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking Bobby says, no Katie's and no Amandas. Stick with the Melissas and the Heathers. I don't know if that's
Yes, sir. You got it.
that's beneficial. All right, dude. I love you, buddy, and we'll see you next time, okay?
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Love you too, man.
No problem. Hell yeah. Tony Johns, folks. What a pleasant conversation we've had with him. I am going to... Oh, here we go. I'm seeing if we have... yes. Here it is. Da-da-da-da. We'll watch on... Nope, that's not what I thought it was. All right, well, hey. Let's go into the Sting portal and see what's going on. We up out of here. Yes, indeed, Corey Sanchez. I should have got him to say that before he left. God damn it, I'm an idiot. What a treat. 2 Tony John appearances in one day. That's right, Spacehead. I thought we had him on the phone on your mom's house, and I thought perhaps we can see if we can get him here on Behind the Jeans and elaborate a little more. And it's nice to see his face, too. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to... obviously hearing his voice was fantastic, but seeing him and having him here be on the program, fantastic indeed. Let us go to another portion of today's Your Mom's House episode. I'm sorry, I'm ill-prepared. I did not, I wanted to be so engrossed and engaged in my conversation with Tony Johns that I neglected to queue up the next thing for us to watch today. So I'm doing that while I discuss this with you. Do la da dee la da dee la da dee la da dee. All right, hold on here. Sorry, folks. This is me. I mean, once I get this laptop thing, next week we're going to be in the Austin studios. So it could potentially be a wild time in terms of technology, or it could be a great time. We're going to find out. I don't think any will make the same mistakes twice. Now I'm going to pull it up here, and we're back in business, folks. Oh my God. If there's anything you wanted to go over in the Sting portal, do let me know, by the way, as well. Here we go.
Us, even Tony Johns.
Yeah.
Especially Tony Johns.
Speaking of a different cool guy, we
got another, and look at, by the way, I want to point out over Tom's shoulder, the Fancy Chef portrait. We were discussing the portraits. Fancy Chef getting on the wall. I know we kind of showed it maybe when it was not quite on the wall yet, but boy, oh boy, maybe we'll see Tony Johns back into rotation.
We're on a family trip.
I know what you're going to bring up.
You do?
I've been thinking about it every day.
And this guy, we were at the pool at a nice hotel.
Timo Velasquez, that would have been a helpful tip to me a few moments ago. I was just like, I can't even do it anymore. My voice is shot. I can't do it anymore. I know how to, God,
We're at a
Timo.
nice hotel.
Let's watch a cool guy.
And we see this old piece of shit walk in with his lady. They're both
Why is he a piece of shit?
He's just fucking about to go.
Can I tell you something?
I
say something? I felt that he wasn't a good person, and nor was his wife. When they came
gross.
in, I could tell they weren't like nice.
He fucking hobbles over, right? Hobbles over, and he lays on a fucking like a pool chair or whatever you want to call it, right? And he's just laying there. And then at one point, I'm sitting next to you, and I go, "Hey, look over here."
Oh my God!
This fucking guy decided to he lay down, put a towel over himself, kind of half put over, take off his shorts and his underwear, and put on his bathing suit right there at the pool.
Old guys don't give a shit, dude. I mean, it's an old trope, but how many gyms do you go to where an old man is just walking around with his dong flopping? I think you get to a certain age where you just don't give a fuck anymore. And I want to know what that is. I mean, maybe it's different for all sorts of people. Do old people get to the point where they don't even desire to have sex anymore? Because, I mean, that would be something to look forward to in an advanced age where you just go, I am no longer burdened with the desire to have sex. Oh my God. What a blissful experience that would be. What a release from prison.
And lean, so you get like ass shots and ball shots as he pulls up. And then when you finally are ready to pull up, he just dropped the towel, full ass mooned everybody, and puts on his bathing suit. It's like, hey buddy, there's bathrooms here.
Yes, I mean, well, that's what you would expect a bathroom, but these people do not care. I watched my old ass uncle almost slam his sack in a door. Yeah, the sacks get draggy, don't they? They really, as you get older, I'm wondering if there's something I can do, some exercise or a treatment where I can keep my sack taut, you know? Though some girls really like a saggy sack. You know, they like, because sometimes obviously the men in the stink portal and elsewhere will acknowledge it fluctuates. I don't know if it's the temperature. I don't know if it's the moisture in the air that makes it do it. But boy, oh boy, I don't want it dragging on the ground. That would be awful. Or having it hit the toilet bowl water. That's what some old people complain about as well. I think that's kind of a sign of advanced age is when your balls start to hit the toilet water. As a gay, this is Corey Sanchez speaking. As a gay, locker rooms aren't as exciting as you would think. Of course not. It's very much like going to a nude beach. You think, ooh la la, a nude beach? I went to them in Santorini, Greece. Oh, I thought, I was like 19 at the time. I'm like, oh boy, I'm going to see girls on the nude beach. Holy hell. And then you get there and it's like, oh God, put it back in the water. Oh, that's a human being. It was a rough look, and that's what I'd imagine as a gay, he said. The locker room not as exciting. Little Boner says, as a straight, locker rooms aren't exciting. Well, yes, of course. As a straight, they're certainly not exciting. You almost want your own little way in there. I'd rope drop for that ride. What ride is that exactly? Oh, my God. Skylar Martin, we'd have to track down Katie. We would have to, I feel like Tony needs to move on from Katie. We don't want to maybe bring up old habits, if you will. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We up out of here is what I'm saying. We up out of here onto a new girl is what I'm saying. But anyway, let's get back to this old man and see if he's arrested as a sex offender yet or not.
Oh, not and
there's
within
also
steps.
rooms in your hotel room is here.
Oh yeah. Do you know that our children are so modest they won't do that? Like I offered like, hey, put a towel around you, and no.
Yeah.
This man, the audacity of somebody to show their balls and their old ass
you're
to
just
everybody.
Lazy and inconsiderate. And just for that, we don't know who you are. We don't know your name. We don't know anything about you. But you,
the cool guy club.
Yeah.
are the newest member of the Cool Guy Club.
But what's interesting about, so Tom and I don't think you would disagree with me, but we love people watching. I think you and I are, in addition to our new love of murder together, it's a new thing we're going to get into together. I'm on the John Bonet case.
Well, it's wild. By the way, can I just point this out? Aside from the fact I've always known Tom and Christina to be elite people watchers since the time that I've known them, and they are very always on the same page with that. But did you hear the other thing Christina said? And I know she's on another side of a new chapter in her life, an experience, a thing that changes someone. But do you recall when Tom would be watching murder things, she would think it was awful? Do you remember that time? She would always say, oh, before bed, he's watching the most horrific things. Now Christina she has come over the fence, and she has found a love of murder things as well. I found that to be something that made my ears perk. I don't know if you noticed that change or what, but if you recall, she would hear things about, hell, when I went on to your mom's house for the second occasion, it was to discuss murderers, and it was posed to me because Tom wanted to make Christina, cringe and all the other things. And that was the whole purpose of me doing that. And now she's come aboard the murder train. Albeit late, but she's aboard, it seems.
Yeah.
I'm completely whatever. I'm so deep into this, solving this crime. I'm almost there. But
she's going to solve John Bonet.
We love observing people in the wild. Yeah. Crazy people. Remember, is at the same resort. We saw a guy scrub his foot skin off of his feet with the cheese grater that you use to scrape.
With the actual instrument at the pool.
At the pool.
He just was like, I'll just
shave
do this here.
Are you fucking out? Now, do you think it has to do with just being old?
Yeah, and not caring anymore about anybody.
Amen. Exactly. Why would you? You're like, I'm going to die. All my friends are dead. Everyone who's loved me is dead. So why would you give a shit about what you're doing to your feet by the pool, I'd imagine?
It's like, I'm doing this. I need to do this. I don't care. Is there a sign that says I can't scrape my feet here? Yeah, it's just totally inconsiderate.
I know. I feel like they have to put signs
Just
now.
another old piece of shit. Just
God.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Scraping. And that,
I, for one, cannot wait to be an old piece of shit. It's the one thing that makes me want to keep going in this life. I want to take care of myself so I can live to an old age and be an old piece of shit. Because I'm out here being a regular, what's it called? Just a regular member of society out here, you know? Trying not to make waves when I'm out in public in the deluge of humanity out there. I'm just trying to get through the day. But when I'm an old man, you're going to see my balls everywhere, I'll tell you
that's
that.
one that's burned into my mind every time I go to a public pool now, is the guy shaving his feet off.
Ugh.
And
I know. I've seen people
changing.
clip their toenails at the gate of an airport.
I've seen that too.
But you're also like, are you out of your mind?
Unforgivable. I've seen somebody eat a bag of hard-boiled eggs
At the fucking
at the
yeah.
terminal. That is so disgusting and smelly, guys. Come on.
So crazy.
I know.
I know you're not a sports fan.
Yeah.
You have to see this. This is one of the.
I want to watch this
a
before I get to our next
generational
thing because I want to see this.
baseball prospect.
Okay.
Look how this guy fucking pitches here. Look at this. This is insane.
It's like Rob Eiler. Whoa.
You know me, I love sports, so I had to play this one.
Oh. I hate you. Like, he's so great. Like, you know you're going to vomit.
Yeah.
Just for people listening, it's a guy that pitched and he's puking at the same time.
During the pitch. And so this clip went viral, and this guy was like, yeah, just to clarify, yes, I was sick, but he stayed in the game and he still pitched. Sick. Puking during his pitches. Isn't that crazy?
I've seen many pictures as a baseball fan, as a sports fan, and you know me, I love talk. We talked about it earlier. Josh talks sports, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? I've seen many, many, many baseball players puking. And I love it because it's a sign either, well, here's the thing. I'll say this. It's a two-pronged love / he doesn't have the stuff. You know, because on one occasion, it could be a guy who parties. And then he's just like, you know, it's a 11 a.m. game or something, and he's just like hungover and he's out in the sun. So he has to get it out of his system so he can feel better and rise to the occasion athletically. Other times, it's nerves. So these pitchers, especially a relief pitcher who is young, who is coming into a situation in which there's a lot of pressure on him. He's got the butterflies, and I've seen him just like at the mound. You know, they're just like, ugh. Never have I seen one in full whoosh, puking during the actual full-on pitch. There, that was wild.
Fucking unbelievable.
I hate you so
And I wonder if it has to do with the introduction of the pitch clock here. This is a hot take. With the pitch clock, the pitcher doesn't have enough time to puke sufficiently, so therefore he has to get it out of his system as he's hurling the ball there. That is something to consider. Was it the pitch clock that forced the puke to be during the pitch? I mean, he really sprayed that shit too. It's actually, I don't even think it got on him. But boy, oh boy, the grounds crew is going to be pissed about that one. That's what the announcer's saying. Grounds crew's not going to like that, partner. I'll tell you that right now. But next up, and we have a song from Subliminal 13 coming up that is inspired by this video. We have a hot, what is it called? I'll just put it up here and we can, I forget what they call it. The talk to ya, the tub talk to ya. The tub talk to ya. And so Subliminal 13 has a song that has been inspired by the Tub Talk videos, but I want to play the video before we do that.
We've discovered.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just coming out of everywhere, you know?
You can follow my Instagram. And you
Tub
can share yourself
Talk.
a friend of mine.
Tub Talk.
I've got something to request of you. Please tell other people about my Instagram.
Yeah.
Sure.
Got
I
it.
really want to grow my social media presence. And I would consider it an act of friendship if you just informed other people about my Instagram and suggested that maybe they start checking my Instagram out.
Now you have a lipstick line.
Can I tell-
What's going on with hers?
You know what?
As somebody who
I think this is a great model for my lipstick line. I think
Oh,
you're right.
that would
I
be
would love
fantastic.
to hire her. I'll tell you what. Laugh if you want. She's engaging.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know what's going on in the bathtub. She's splashing water.
Splashing is very enticing.
I love this, and I want to help her.
It's semi-erotic too.
Yeah.
My videos,
I
my
like it.
photographs.
May I just point something out here, not to disrupt things or derail, but I wanted to point out that fucking Bobby. Damn it, dude, I wish I saw this sooner. Has Tony heard of the Amiga Latina vagina? We didn't ask about that. I forgot about that video. I was having such a engaging conversation. I completely forgot to ask him about his experience with the Amiga Latina vagina. God, I'm just not the top journalist. I'm just not. Peter Jennings would have asked that first. He would have been all about the Amiga Latina vagina and asking the various questions. But hey, a reason to have him on again sometime. Maybe we'll get an update down the road, and I will 1,000,000,000% make sure that I ask him about the Amiga Latina vagina. Let's get back to the tub talk, though.
What have you? Okay?
Okay.
And
Uh-oh.
so I just want to get that out there.
Jesus.
Uh-oh.
That I would really appreciate it if you would tell other people
I will.
Happy to do it.
about,
Look at her tiny 2 feet.
about me and help me
There's
to grow
just
my
one.
social media presence.
There's just one. Oh, there's one on the bottom. But
There's
there's
a
nine
little.
on top.
There's
I think this woman should start reading like romance novels from in here. I mean, right now, this is just the call to action. She's just trying to get people to join up her social media. I understand she's not necessarily going through all the, the steps and motions, but I think that there's definitely room for something here that she could do that would be electric.
one rogue 2 feet
On
out
the
there.
bottom. Just want to know.
I like her lipstick. It totally changed the vibe, though, because
It
she could have
is,
just been a
yeah.
normal person, and then she gave herself that pop of color.
And that whole time, you're like, are we going to see more?
That's what I like about it. It kept me on tenterhooks.
Yeah.
I was like, will we see titties? Is she going
Yeah.
to flash something?
Really interesting.
It was cool.
What's this? What's this handle? Yeah.
It's Denise No 1957 on Instagram.
Can you show us real quick? Do you mind? Yeah, that's really exciting.
I like Denise. This is more interesting than 99% of the celebrity posts that I see on Instagram.
Yeah, let's see. And she has 90,000 followers.
God
damn.
What? Denise.
She's doing better than the fucking Roach over here, I'll tell you what.
Wow, she's an author.
No.
And she's. I thought we were.
What's
I tell you where I usually
what's
see
that?
photos like that are on some of those documentaries I watch.
your favorites? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let's see what
a
else.
whole other color here.
What the hell was that? I mean, that garden hose and stuff, this is scary business here. Golly. What do we think about the garden hose, folks? Golly. I follow Denise on the gram. She made a good argument of why we should follow her. There you go, Queers for Getting Stoned in Gaza. I mean, maybe you learned more about the garden hose situation. There were multiple pics of that up there. Crazy business.
Back in the tub.
Slavery. Horrible thing.
Different lipstick, too.
Yeah.
But it was a part of the human condition. Possibly back to prehistorical times. Before reading and writing were invented. There was slavery.
Oh.
Oh,
Now,
we
in
almost got a nip slip there.
America, we have a very strong association between slavery and race and racism.
Right.
That's true.
Throughout most of
Is this
human
really
story,
appropriate tub talk?
Slavery.
Slaves and slave owners
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
are the
mean,
same race.
I was horny, and now I'm not.
People just didn't have the ability to go to another continent.
And that whole time,
And-
you just see that one tooth just peeking out.
With,
So seductive.
another
Will you go to
race.
the next one?
But see, she
'cause
keeps-
I've never seen her out of the bath. I kind of want to see.
I think it's interesting.
I like the bath technique to talk about important issues because it preys upon your horniness. You're locked in, you're linked in, you're going, oh my goodness, I got to see where this is going. And then you learn something.
Seeing how words take on meaning
Different color lipstick.
and symbolisms that are very much beyond what the word
Does she have her comments off, or is there literally just 90,000 followers and no one has a word to say about any of this?
I'll tell you what's interesting to me too.
All of
Something's not, but something is kind of curious here.
Yeah,
There's 90,000 followers.
sure.
No comments, 66 likes.
See?
The math really ain't mathin', as
The
the
math
kids
ain't
say.
mathin'.
She's the disabled writer of The Bloodied and the Broken, Justice Gone Haywire, I Spy, You Spy, They Spy, Ayn Rand at
Ayn Rand at the movies.
Okay.
Sounds like we have some reading materials to look upon and study for the holiday season right there. But yes, Denise Noe, I believe is it's Denise Noe 1957 is her Instagram, and our pal Subliminal 13, as he's done many times here on the program, has created a song inspired by the Tub Talks and inspired by Denise. So we are going to end things on there. Wait, I think this is my aunt says don't trip. That is wild. Your Aunt Denise? No comment. Sounds like the YMH crew got to help that out. Well, get out there, Subliminal 13, and thank you for the song, by the way. There he is, by the way, if you want to say hello to the man who has made the song. It is where we are going to end things today. I wanted to throw up Tony John's Venmo one more time. And of course, next week here on Behind the Jeans, I will be broadcasting live from Austin, Texas in the Your Mom's House studios. Hit off, snap off Tony John some love if you do feel so inclined. It was nice to have him here. He's going through another rough little stint there. I love you very much, all of you, and make sure you tune in next week when we are live in Austin. It'll be on Wednesday, of course, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Thank you again to Subliminal 13 for supplying our little closing track here. And if you want to go check it out, you can do so on whatever the hell the Suno site here. Go check it out, my friends. You can see it right here. There's the URL.
It's Denise Noe 1957 on Instagram, gram. If you follow my Instagram and you consider yourself a friend of mine, I've got something to request of you. Please tell other people about my Instagram. I really, really want to grow my social media profile, and I would consider it an act of friendship if you just informed other people about my Instagram and suggested that maybe they start checking my Instagram out.
She's engaging. I'm curious to know what's going on in the bathtub. She's splashing water. Splashing is very enticing. I love this, and I want to help her. It's semi-erotic, too.
My videos, my photographs, and what have you, okay? And so I just wanna get that out there, that I would really appreciate it if you would tell other people I will about me and help me grow my social media presence.
It's Denise Noe 1957 on Instagram. It's Denise Noe 1957 on Instagram.
Slavery, horrible thing, but it was a part of the human condition, possibly back to prehistorical times.
Before reading and writing were invented.
There was slavery. Is this really appropriate tub talk?
It's Denise Noe 1957 at Instagram.
Now in America we have a very strong association between slavery and race and racism.
That's true.
Now most of the human story, slaves and slave owners were the same race. People just didn't have the ability to go to another continent and find victims of another race. I really, really want to grow my social media profile, and I would consider it an act of friendship if you just informed other people about my Instagram and suggested that maybe they start checking my Instagram out. It's Denise Noe 1957 on Instagram. She's engaging. I'm curious to know what's going on in the bathtub. She's splashing water. Splashing is very enticing. She's splashing water. Splashing is very enticing. It's the lights of 1957. I'm curious to know what's going on Instagram. She's splashing water. Splashing is very enticing.
I love this and I want to help her. It's semi-erotic too. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. It's the nice Lowe 1957 on Instagram. It's the nice Lowe 1957
On Instagram, gram.